Upstate golf guys, we're back again. Grip it, rip it, let it fly. We play to win, never lay up. That's the play. From tee to green, golfing every day. With RGB, scram. 518, Mikey and Anthony. Pin high dreams, feel the breeze. Fairways calling down the tees. Roll it smooth, Lombardi's tight. Drip on the green, yeah, we're rolling right. Addicted to gold, we're on the dance floor. Tee it up once, then we want more, more. Swing and shine, we're keeping score. Tee it up once, then we want more. Hey, then we want more. Hey, then we want more. Early shots at Frear Park, rise and grind. Upstate crew locked in that perfect line. From sun swings to twilight fades. Upstate vibes, no charades. Anthony's on the mic, passion's pure. Golfing crew, that's the cure. Addicted to golf, we're on the dance floor. Hit that fade, then chase for more. For Upstate heart, we ride the score. Tee it up once, then we want more. Oh, then we want more. Oh, then we want more.
And welcome back to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. We have a special one for you this evening with a special guest close to my heart. I love her oh so much. But before we get the party started, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, 88linksgolf.com. If you want gear that feels built by golfers for golfers, check out 88 Links. Shoe Dog, the owner and shoemaker, has been making shoes for 50 years, crafting comfort and durability that you can feel on every round. That's not all. He's got polos, ball markers, hats, and more. You could use Upstate 20 at checkout and save 20%. Head over to 88linksgolf.com and gear up. Support the folks who keep us in business. I have Tracy with me. What is going on, Tracy, the co-founder of the JPM Golf Memorial? We're going to talk about how that event went last week and how successful it was.
It was great.
It was awesome.
It was mind-blowing. It was great.
It was organized chaos, you know, as always, as people are arriving and signing in. And it always turns out to be a great day. There was this year especially was perfect because last year we had a little hiccup with the food. But I'll tell you what, I think they made it up for us this year plus some with the food. What do you think, Trace?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. This year was a 360 from last year.
Yep.
The food was amazing. The service was top notch.
Yep.
It was just a great day for Babbling Brook and On the Green. They knocked it out.
I don't think one person had a complaint. Actually, everybody was raving about it. They not only were just loving it, they were just like, dude, that food was awesome.
It was great.
Absolutely. I should have went up for seconds. I after a while, I saw that there was some food sitting up there. I was like, ooh, I might go up for more. I killed a plate. I was so hungry. It was delicious. I devoured it like I've never eaten anything before. Usually after a round of golf, I am starving. I could eat a horse. So it was great, man. It was great. But and then Greg Tudor and company, I mean, he messaged me after the round. He wanted to know how the course was. I said, dude, it was absolutely incredible. And I'm going to bring it up what he said. He said something like, I wanted to make sure it was perfect for you guys. He said, I wanted to make sure it was perfect for you, man. Thanks for all the support. I'm like, it was tough, but it was so fun. I'm like, a lot of guys were just talking how the greens were rolling. It was really hard. Scores were a lot lower this year. Last year, I think somebody came in and won with like 16 under, and this year the winning team was 12 under. So it goes to show you how much tougher the course was playing.
Yeah.
But absolutely. But Trace, we had how many total golfers did we have now?
So we had 28 teams.
28 teams.
And that was just about our highest.
Yeah.
And everyone that came, they were energized. They were excited to be there. We had a lot of returning faces. We had a large number of new faces, which was great. Just means that word is spreading that we we do a good job,
Yep.
and I mean, it was a beautiful day.
Oh my
It
God.
was it was a
Listen,
gorgeous
for
day.
October, I think we have set in stone that we're going to stick with this date every
Yep.
year because um, I know John helps out with this, but it seems like the weather is just always perfect that time of year. It's a little crisp
Mhm.
when we come in the morning, but by noon,
Yep.
man, we're sweating.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I it was funny because when I ordered the shirts for the volunteers, it was cooler, and I ordered long sleeve shirts, and then the day comes and it was a high of 86 and sunny.
Hmm.
I It was October.
I know.
We lucked out again. We
Yep.
lucked out in beautiful weather again.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And let's talk about let's talk about the turnout and the. I'm not going to say the dollar amount. We won't spread that on the
Yeah.
air, but man, oh man, are people generous that day of with between the basket raffles, the 50-50 raffles, and let's just say we're going to up the cause I think a little bit this year, right? We're going to give the
Yes.
student a little more money.
Yes, absolutely. Between just between all, like you said, the generosity of everyone and just straightforward donations.
Hmm.
We had some people that didn't play,
Yep, cousins.
that
I know some
made,
cousins that gave a big chunk.
yeah,
And then we had some new players, some new guys that joined. Then a couple of
hmm,
those guys gave some nice donations.
absolutely.
I'm not gonna again. We're not gonna put anybody on blast here, but we really
Hmm.
appreciate you guys know who you are, and we really appreciate you all. And then thank you for all this, like the sponsors, everybody that donated, anybody that donated something, donated a basket.
Hmm.
Um, a couple of the sponsors that I got through the podcast, the Gopher tees. We really even just the small things,
Yeah.
everything.
Even like, yeah, even the smallest thing makes the biggest deal.
Yep.
I went to a vendor sale yesterday, and they had a little raffle table, and I kind of chuckled because their raffles, they were nice. Don't get me wrong, they were very nice, but compared to our what we
Mm-hmm.
have for raffles, we blow them out of the
Yeah.
water.
Oh.
I'm not patting ourselves on the back, but we have some of the best people that donate baskets.
Yep.
And they do it for us, they do it for the tournament, and I appreciate every single item that went to every
Mm-hmm.
single basket.
And they're return people too. A lot of them
Yeah,
are they come back every year and they make a new
yeah,
basket. So we
yeah.
had to I have to give my boy a shout out. We had a new guy making a basket and it was a hit, Trace. It was a hit. You asked her, you sure it's gonna be okay? I said what's the difference between raffling off a basket of booze? It was the Pitch Putt and Puff podcast
I
basket. And
wanted to win that.
I
I
know it
wanted
was actually.
to
I'll tell you
sneak that
what,
out.
Trace. I'm gonna say this. I'm not. I think it had the most tickets in it out of all the baskets.
Absolutely.
I was looking. I said
Absolutely.
people wanted that, but yeah, he has a lot of. He has some sponsors through his podcast, hence
Mhm.
Pitch Putt and Puff. That are some
Right.
local dispensaries that he works with. So he said, "Hey, he goes, I'm doing this benefit tournament." And they hooked him up for the cause too. So
No,
everybody's
that's
out to
awesome.
help out. Absolutely,
Absolutely.
it
No
was.
matter what it is,
Yep.
we'll take it. But yes, that
Yeah, that
was
was a that
that
was a. I
was
had to give him thank you for that, Raj. We really appreciate that.
absolutely. Thanks,
I think it
Raj.
got some laughs too. I think it got some laughs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and the guy
That's
that
not
won, I'm
something.
not sure the guy that won it, but it was like he kind of like he was almost like embarrassed, like he wanted, he was excited, but he was like creeping up. He's like, "That's me." He was like a professional
That's
kid. I was
I
like,
know. We're like, take it, really,
yeah,
take it,
yeah,
take
that
it.
was awesome.
No, but yeah, baskets like that, they're not common,
No,
so it was the biggest. And then we also we had some homemade things,
oh,
like
yo,
things.
actually, was that who made that from Laportos? The fruit baskets, the
Oh,
fruit chocolate cup.
Tammy.
Was that Tammy?
Hmm.
Oh my God, those guys. So Brad, he won the raffle
Yeah.
for the one fruit basket. He goes, dig in, guys. You saw me over there. I was in the
Oh,
middle of
yeah.
pulling the bat. I'm like, give me some of that. We
Oh, it's
killed that whole
delicious.
basket while we were
Hmm.
there. There was chocolate covered raspberries, chocolate covered, not only strawberries, everyone has chocolate covered strawberries, but there was
Right.
chocolate covered oranges,
Pineapple.
chocolate covered pineapple.
Yeah,
Oh my God. That
it was
thing was,
delicious.
thank you, Tammy, for that because that was
Yeah,
incredible. That was great.
absolutely.
That was really
Yeah.
cool.
And it's funny because the place where I go to get my hair done, she gave gift cards and the person who
He's
won it
bald.
had bald,
He said,
like
here. He goes, let me give this back
shiny
to
bald.
somebody that could. Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
No, it's so funny.
that was funny. Yeah, yeah, it was
Absolutely.
good. It was good.
And then we had a congratulations to the new winning team this year because a couple years in a row it was Adam. Adam brought some sharpshooters, and this year he actually
Mhm.
admitted he said, he goes, I only got one guy from the last couple years. He goes, I'm not feeling like I'm going to win it this year. So he was right. He was right. They took
Yeah,
second, but congratulations to the new team that joined. They've never played before. It was Mitch and Shane Colville. Good guys. They're part
yeah.
of our tour, but they stacked up a pretty good team and ended up going 12 under. And I actually ended up they all left. They all left. Like I'm like with that number. I'm like Shane was like, oh, I had to go get my kid, and then the other Mitch, he had something going on, so they didn't even eat. I'm like, you guys are the winners. I'm like, you didn't eat and you didn't get your scratch off. So I ended up actually just meeting Mitchell and giving him his tickets the other day.
Oh, okay, good,
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I took care of him with
good.
that. But man, I'm like, if I was close to a winning score, I'd want to stick around to see if he probably
Heck yeah.
maybe they didn't think they had it, or who
Oh,
knows,
true,
you know,
true,
because
true.
last year 17 won it and this year was 12, so that's 5 strokes. That's a big difference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
so
absolutely.
next year, Trace, what I know you already posted this save the date, but why don't you let the listeners know the date that we saved for next year?
Yeah, so it's going to be the first Saturday of October, October 3rd, 2026. It's going to be at the same place, Frear Park, um, and catered by the same company. So we're hoping
Hmm.
that everyone saves the date for
Yep.
next year, and we hope to have the same, if not larger, turnout.
So we're eight. I figured it out. 8 groups, and we're full. So if literally all the same groups come back, we only have room for 8 more groups. And there was a lot of people that were saying, this is a great tournament. I'm returning, so
Great.
definitely sign up quick. It seems like it's always a slow start, and I always kind of get a little nervous too. I'm like, are people going to sign up? What are they doing? And then everybody says it like word of mouth. Yeah, I'm playing. I'm playing. Well, just go sign up. I tell them like you
Right,
don't have to pay. Just go sign so we can have the list, so we can know who's who and what's what.
right.
And everybody signs up like that last month. They come,
Uh,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
normal.
yeah.
That's we do that. Everybody does that with life. We all wait last minute with everything.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah,
course, of
I can't
course.
blame them. But
I know,
everybody,
I know. We got
yeah,
a lot of compliments. I will say
100%.
every year we get a lot of compliments,
Hmm.
and it means a lot because we're not experts at this. This isn't our full-time gig, so to speak. And for just two people like you and I to pull something like this off, and have
Well,
people return year after year.
now's a good time to you, myself, and do they bring the picture up? Video. I'm gonna play the video later.
Okay.
Gotta give the whole crew a shout out.
Oh my
Gotta
gosh,
give the whole
absolutely.
crew.
Yeah. So,
Gonna go
you just want
across.
me
You want
to
to go right across?
Yeah, so it's me, my husband Paul,
Yep.
my dear friends from high school, Sean, Sarah, Melissa, Linda, was a co-worker until she decided to retire. Then we have my mom and Shannon, Andrea, your mom, Aunt Cindy, Uncle Jerry, you, and Maya.
Yep.
So it was a winning team. That
It was
was a
funny.
winning team.
We had a really Paul didn't want to get in the picture, did he?
No,
He
no,
said my
no.
friend Jim Goley came over. He was there real early, and he said
Yeah,
also played in the tournament. He goes, "You want me to
yep,
take this picture?" And
yep,
Paul was like, "You see why I'm not? You see why I'm taking the picture, sir?" They were busting each other's balls. That was good. That was
yeah.
funny.
It was fun. It was
Absolutely,
fun.
and Jim won the TV. Shout out Jim
Yep.
Goley for winning the
Mhm.
TV. He was happy
Yep.
about it. You know what I feel like everybody wins something. It's always like I see a lot of
Yeah.
hands taking away something out of that tournament. It's
Yes.
nice to see.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I did overhear comments that when it was time to do the basket raffle, that it was the best part of the day.
Well, you know how many
You know.
compliments I'm getting now we're getting of the writing the name down and then
Mhm.
when we do the arms length
Mhm.
between such
Mhm.
and such number because like we were coming out with a person before they were finding the ticket and they're like that's a great idea. That's actually a
Yep.
great idea. And then Andrew Larson, I still have his basket. He had to leave.
Mhm.
But he's like, oh yeah, he goes, you guys got our number and you do this, so if I
Mhm.
win, you'll know where. I'm like, absolutely. And
Yeah.
what happened is he won a basket, so I have his basket here. I got to get to him.
Oh, good.
But
Good.
that's a good way to guarantee the basket to the winners.
Right.
And again, it's not you're not dealing with people writing names down on every slip, right?
Yep.
You don't have to
Yep.
do that. It's everything's
Yep.
right there, and it
Yep.
takes up less time, and it's so much more organized.
Yeah.
That was a great idea. I don't know who that was your original idea, I think, and then I think people were like questioning it, like, why would we do that? Oh, why would we do that?
It's a time saver. It's a time
100%.
saver, and I think, people realize that it's a guarantee that if they're not there or if they have to leave
Yep.
early, we can still pick them and, and call them if they got a gift.
Absolutely. All right,
Yeah.
Trey. So now I want to talk a little bit about this for the listeners. I'm going to screen share
Okay.
this. For the listeners that didn't listen to the last podcast, why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about your dad, what he was all
Mhm.
about, and where the money goes to
Yeah,
for
sure.
this great tournament?
So my dad, is John Morizio, Anthony's uncle, my dad. He was, 1 in a million.
Mm-hmm.
He was the greatest man that ever lived.
Yep. Take his shirt
If
off his back for you in a sec.
Absolutely. If, he wasn't, busy, you know, building something for someone or fixing something for someone or, you know, um, he loved doing what he did.
Yep.
And so if you couldn't find him at work, you found him on the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
He played golf with you and Uncle Jerry
Mm-hmm.
a million times. It was just where he had and Uncle Tony,
Yep.
and John Schreiner.
Yep.
They
Even
played all the
Bill,
time.
even when Billy was healthy for a while, he went
Yep,
out with us a lot. Cousin
yep,
Billy over at Dutch
yep.
Haven. Yep.
That was his thing. And
Mm-hmm.
so, in March of 2019, actually in October of 2019 or 2018, he was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic liver cancer. And just 4 months later, in March,
Mm-hmm.
we lost him.
Goes
And
so fast.
um, it was incredibly fast. And it was devastating
Mm-hmm.
to the
All of
entire
us.
family, to everyone who knew him. It was
Mm-hmm.
absolutely devastating. So, shortly after he passed, we kind of, this was the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
This hit our family hard, so we wanted to, do something in his memory. And what better way, than to, organize a golf tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our seventh year. Um, and every year, we donate a scholarship, a monetary, scholarship for a senior who's graduating from Tamarack, um, and who is going into the trades.
Yep.
That was one of the biggest things that we
That your
wanted to
dad.
do,
Mm-hmm.
is, because he was a contractor, by trade, so we wanted to, help someone who was going into the trades as well. So
So, and
yeah.
I will quote your dad, because he did a lot of work for
Mhm.
RPI, your
Mhm.
employer, and
Mhm.
he always had nothing but good things to say. The work he did at
Yeah.
RPI, I always loved it. But he did used to joke when he would say, "Man, I sit here at the lunchroom and I count 4 kids up." He goes, and I count their tuition. 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes, that's $1 million. And back then, that's
Yeah.
over $1 million. He goes,
Yeah.
some of these kids need to just go to a trade school, man. He goes, we're always
Yeah.
going to need a trade. We're always going to need builders. We're always going to need electricians.
Mhm.
We're always going to need hairdressers,
Mhm.
beauticians. And
Mhm.
he loved seeing the kids at school, but he also felt that there was always other paths for kids, um,
Right.
to make a living. And what
Yeah,
better way,
absolutely.
to give a kid and we all another thing to mention is we all went to Tamarack. We all went to this
Yep.
school. Every single one
Yep.
of us, all the brothers, all
Mhm.
my mom worked there. So
Mhm.
to go to the award night and to have an award in your dad's name, the
Mhm.
John P. Morizio Award, was really cool. And I actually got to experience that first award. I always had
Mhm.
something going on, whether we were at Wildwood or we
Right.
were, on vacation, whatever it was, because
Mhm.
the award night was always the end of the summer. I was able to go this year, and it was really touching. It was really
Mhm.
nice just seeing his name live on and in such a special way.
Yeah.
It was really awesome, Trace. So let's
Yeah.
keep it going. I know we listen.
Absolutely.
We I think things are getting a little easier as years go
Mhm.
on. We're
Mhm.
learning. I think there's always a stressful moment between us, but we got through this year with no fights, me and you. I mean,
I know.
that's
It
a
was
plus,
amazing. It was,
right?
I think this was the first year. I think we
Yes.
need to give ourselves a high
Woo
five
woo.
on that. Woo!
Yes.
That
Yeah, we did good.
we didn't strangle each other. So that
No.
was good.
So
That was
again,
good.
it's organized chaos, but we
Mhm.
get the job done.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
we're gonna keep jamming along. We're gonna
Yeah.
abs-
And you know, Anth, I gotta say, when people who attend and they see the vast energy that's flowing
mhm,
and all everything that happens during the day, and when they find out that it's you and me that that do 99% of it,
mhm.
their minds are blown. They're like,
Yep.
"It's just you 2?" And I'll say it's just
Yeah.
us 2. I mean,
Yes.
granted, we have help,
The
you
help
know, we have our
absolutely.
friends helping and things like
Yep,
that,
we
but the
do. We
majority
had
is
a
you and I.
yep. Yep, we had the meeting and then the day of the girls stepped up, but I mean
Yeah,
everything in between is you and I were texting back and forth each day. There's a lot of Anthem busy right now. We're gonna hit me up later, or
yep,
and then we'll
yep,
forget to talk, and it'll be 2 3
yep,
days later, and we'll say we got to touch up on that.
yep,
The days coming quicker, and we have
yeah,
and I think every year we learn something that we could kind of change and fix.
mhm. Oh, hands down,
There's
absolutely,
always learning curves, um,
absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely. You know why? And I think too, because there's just, you know, you play a lot of golf and you go to a lot of tournaments. And so you take that knowledge and you think, well, how can I, you know, put this into our tournament?
Hmm.
You know, so that helps too.
Yep.
You know, I'm not a golfer. So, you know, there's certain things you know, I implement and then you say,
Yep.
well, how can we do this? So, yeah,
How did you
absolutely.
like the new setup they have over there for events? I think, and
Oh,
I'm not totally sure. I think they're going to keep that tent for events. I think.
I I hope they do because it worked out beautifully.
Hmm.
From you know, 6:30 in the morning when we were there to set up until 4:30 when we closed everything down and we headed home. Um, it was perfect.
Hmm.
It was absolutely perfect. And
It was.
even if you don't have an event, even if you just go there to play golf or if you go there just to eat, it's a perfect setup.
Yeah. Oh, the food is delicious. I mean, he does a great. Again, it's the same cook as the Babylon Brook down the green.
Right,
So I
right.
mean, the burgers are fantastic. If you're just you had a couple of the appetizers, didn't you?
Yep, we got
The
appetizers
fries.
when you guys were golfing. We had wings, we had fries, nachos. Everything was
Spot on.
absolutely delicious.
Awesome.
Delicious. Yeah, it
Yeah, I
did
love to
not
hear it. I
disappoint.
love to hear it because Brad's a great guy, and I told him I said I got to give you the shout out because the food was bomb. So we're
Absolutely.
definitely will be back next year.
Hmm.
Cannot wait for that day. But Trace, I don't want to keep you too long. I told you we'd just run this for about a half hour.
Hmm.
I was thinking about asking the winners coming on, Shane and Mitch, but I think I'm gonna do a separate episode with those guys maybe next week.
Sure,
But yeah,
sure.
so
Yeah.
we'll wrap things up,
All
Trace.
right.
I know your bedtime is in about 20 minutes. So
Not that early.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm gonna drop this right away too because this is kind of like a bonus episode. Usually
Okay.
till Wednesdays to drop this, but I'm gonna put this right on the website. Somehow I wonder if there's a way you could post the link to one of the podcasts on the website.
Yeah.
We could
Yeah.
probably figure it out.
Yeah. Just send it to me.
Yeah.
And then I'll upload it. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Trace. Well, closing this out, I uploaded the video of just a couple pictures from the
Okay.
day.
All right.
So we're gonna close it out that way instead of my normal song that I close it out with. I appreciate you for coming on for a few minutes and talking about the tournament. It was
Absolutely.
another
Anytime.
great day. Love you so much,
All
Trace,
right.
and
Love you too, Ann.
we'll keep Uncle John's memory alive for a long
Every
time.
day.
Absolutely. I
Every
love it.
day.
All right, and thanks for
All
everyone for
right.
tuning into the special episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. Catch you next time.
you.